And tonight, on Night at the UFOseum, Mudra Fati, Hands of Fate by Olof Rockner. Olof is a Swedish artist exploring UFOs and the experiencer side of the phenomenon. He works in both digital and traditional paintings, and the piece that we'll cover tonight is actually one of his traditional original paintings. As you can see in the pictures, Olof actually got a lot of his inspiration from Egyptian symbology, specifically Ramses, and really studied the faces and the statues and the archaeology behind the Egyptian symbology. Olof was telling me that he would go into like this meditative state for about 2 hours, and after that come out and start like painting for 8 hours at a time, all kinds of themes based on the inspiration he had received during his meditation. If you look at some of Olof's earlier work, you'll see kind of like the migration from when he was really focusing more on melting skulls, and then went down more of a UFO ancient, and then here in a second we'll look at the Hindu influences on these pieces. This painting is one of a collection of sacred alien geometry. It's a series that Olof has of pieces that are featuring a mixture of hand gestures, which are called mudras. And that is a Sanskrit word meaning seal, mark, or gesture, in combination with basic geometrical patterns, shapes, and beautiful use of color. So what brought this new direction or art direction in his life was a summer of intense ayahuasca rituals back in 2019, which he actually did to try to break out of a decade-long depression that he was suffering from. So analyzing his finished work, Olof realized that he had subconsciously taken inspiration from the Hindu traditions, with the classic symmetrical stone statues of Ramses from ancient Egypt and sacred geometry. And when he looks at his paintings, he sees extraterrestrials, gods and goddesses from various religions. Shiva has always been close to the back of his mind, and a variety of deities and creatures mixed in with his own hallucinations that were brought out through the shamanistic or shamanic rituals. So this specific goddess painting is to be shown in the context of being present in a world beyond and outside of our whole concept of the infinite universe. So the third eye is open, and with a calm, loving, and a compassionate gaze, she's forever staring back at you from beyond the other side of the eschaton. An eschaton, I had to look it up, it's the final event in the divine plan and the end of the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this second episode of Night at the UFOseum with featuring Olof Rockner. So if you want to know more about Olof, I'm including all that information in the video links below. If you liked this, subscribe, like, share, comment. Just let me know what you guys think and see if you want more of these pieces out there in this series. So thank you so much. Peace, y'all.